Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Atomic Rabbit and today we have some more NCT. Actually, the choice for this MV was made rather easily after I reacted to the wavy version of Regular. Me, the toddler in K-pop that I am, didn't know there was a Korean and an English version of this song. So, of course, I had not watched that before. Someone also told me that the lyrics were all different. So I will be going back to the Chinese lyrics for it, but I won't bother you with that. But I will watch together with you today the Korean version and the English version. And here's me hoping that I can remember to put the subtitles on there before I start watching them. And then, yeah, I'm really curious to see, because I've had the Chinese version on, well, I've listened to it a lot. Yeah, I've had it on repeat, but together with other songs, because there's so much good songs that I want to have on repeat. I don't have enough ears. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how the English and the Korean version differ from the Chinese one. Also, in the description box down below, I added a link to a spreadsheet on Google. And if you have any requests or anything that I should watch at some point, it would be really, really helpful if you could add that to that list instead of putting it in the comments. Because I would feel bad for your efforts if that would drown in the comments, because I maybe I don't get a notification, or I don't see it, or it get lost or whatever, because for some reason YouTube doesn't collect all the comments and doesn't show it to me all at once. It's just I get emails from somewhere and then it's a whole mess. So if you do have a link and a title and whatever, please put it in the document so I can find it, and at some point in the future hopefully I'll get to it. Because there's a lot, as you know, but that could help. And I do have a lot already for Wavy and NCT, but there's a few examples so you know what you put in where. It would be, I thank you very much. Okay, yes, so Korean version, English version, back to back, and I hope that YouTube doesn't block my reactions. So, 가자! Why does that mouse never disappear? Oh god, it's seriously? Okay.
And now we in a zone. 가득 채워 우린 곧 당구대만큼 내려고. Yeah, falling in my motions. Splash. 우리 내게 보낼 시간 느껴 every time. 날 놓친 애들에겐 제발 stop it in my line. 점점 쌓여가지 but I'm still not satisfied. 당연하게 또 regular. 난 보통이 아니야 이 regular.
Okay, let me just stop it here for a second, because maybe that will help also with the not blocking my reaction. So I'm getting a totally different feel from, and it sucks that there's no subtitles on this, but I'm getting a totally different feel from the Chinese version. Also because the language, of course, sounds different. And I love the settings. It's like I'm watching a different song. It's like I know it, but it's a different song. It's very intriguing. Also, this is Johnny. I'm trying to get the names. I'm watching guides and things on my own time to get the names of all these NCT members. It's a task.
I'm so crazy fresh. 조명 비춰 touch your flesh. 감은 손만 내. 보다 내가 빛나게. For real. 쳐다보지도 못하게 저 밑에 때까지 더 해. Oh yeah yeah yeah. So fly, so high. 강예처럼 we
I love this setting set.
모두 날 부러워해. I did it all by myself. And now we in a zone. Ice, ice. 가득 채워 우린 고.
The hair colors also suit this. Oh, this is a very interesting pause. The hair colors really suit this one. This is I want to have like this set and I'm in a better pose, but I want to have that framed as a picture somewhere or a poster, because it really fits the vibe of the song. I'm also getting like in a Chinese version, it's more businessmen. Of course, the vibe that I'm getting, and in here it's more of a gangster vibe, like a yeah.
We make the world go.
This duo is so well matched. Getting Fast and Furious 3 vibes. I'm sorry. I love those movies, by the way, so it's not a bad thing. There's also still, I'm sorry for the pausing, but I hope it helps with the blocking. My head is so full of things and I know it's stored somewhere, but there's this movie which is based on anime. It's also been real life action. What's the name again? And there's a series on Netflix which has a very short stories. It's also a little bit anime related. It's very, very cool. I forgot the name as well. I am such a mess. Those black suits really, really suit them. That was a very, very different... Okay, now I'm even more curious about the English version.
I be grinding, you waste time. No, you wanna roll with me, cause you know I put it down. When I show up, I'm the one and only. No, no, no. Yeah, pull up in the jack. Haters gon' be mad. I've been walking with the cheese, that's the case. So it's okay. Diamonds dripping, better bring your raincoat. I got the racks on me. I brought the whole thing with me. I might pull up in the spaceship. My body don't look like a lift. And now we in a zone. Stand too close, might catch a cold. Crib can read a gate and a code. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Dripping water faucet. Splash. Baby, it's my iris.
Really, this set is just...
I stop off my wrist now, I can barely see the time.
Daredevil too. Just all these things that reminds me of that.
So don't compare to me. Yeah. We are not the same, only one of me. Hey, how about the cool? The sky's the real proof. My whole team ball.
Just to be clear, when I give these references, it's because that are things that I have watched and that I really liked. So if I compare it to it, it's not a comparison. It's just that it reminds me of it, which is a nice thing. And that is the one. I think that is the main thing that attracts me in K-pop. It's that it just reminds me of all these things that I've seen that I really liked. And it's taken into these stories, or maybe it was an inspiration, or it's the same kind of vibe. It's just so amazing. I'm very messy in my reactions today. I love the presence of the tigers.
Dripping water faucet. Splash. Baby, it's my diamonds. I don't need no light to shine. I stop on my wrist now. I can barely see the time. I just made $1 million and I'm still not satisfied. 'Cause I need the bag of the regular. I spend the bag of the regular. My bank account go. We make the world go.
It's like the English version makes the Korean version completer or something.
No competition in front of us. We got the way, we getting paid.
I should watch a dance practice for this one. That is my favorite set. Just the gold and the black. It's very interesting to see the difference between the three versions, because this one, it's a really different. It's the same song, but it's really different from the Chinese version, and it's like watching and listening to a different song. I noticed how in the English version there is, like I said, that tiger is very much present, and I know that the tiger has a very deep symbolical meaning in South Korea. So I love the fact that they've incorporated that more in the English version, because it gives it that South Korean presence in it, which I like. I'm usually not a big fan of English versions of songs because I like the original versions. And because for me it contains more soul, but in this case it wasn't that disturbing. But still, my preference would go towards the Korean and the Chinese version. And I'm not saying I don't like it. It's not at all, because it's a very good song. But it's interesting to see that they took it to different levels and how they played with that. And still, I think that black and gold set, it's so subtle, but it's so chic. Like it. All right, that concludes it for NCT. Today, I will definitely get you a dance practice at some point, because I would like to see also the difference for that. but I will keep that for later. We have enough on the planning. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a pleasant moment in time. Please stay safe and I'll see you soon.